transportation is an integral component of the development of Lagos intermodal transport system. We are at the 5 Cowries terminal here in Falomo to find out from Lagferry what the present administration of Babajide Sanwo-Olu has done to make water transportation easier and safer. I'm Adedoja Salam Adeniyi. Welcome to Inside Lagos. As the largest economy out of Nigeria's 36 states, Lagos commands a presence that is enviable. Yet, its growing population, fueled by economic opportunities and regional relevance, puts significant pressure on its resources and infrastructure. It is not just the state of aquatic splendor with beautiful beaches and luxury skyscrapers, but Lagos is the most visited city in Africa. 86 migrants enter the state every hour without any plan to return to their base. With a spiraling population at more than 24 million people, 95% of transportation is done by road, with about 25% of the land mass being water. Traffic congestion is part of the daily struggle of the average Lagosian. Transportation, no doubt, is a key driver of economic development, especially for Lagos, one of Africa's fastest growing megacities. In the last 2 years, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has been consolidating the gains of successive governments and introducing innovations in addressing the state's transportation and traffic challenges with technology. Transportation and traffic management constitutes the first pillar and central part of his project team's developmental agenda.
After taking the oath of office, I resolved to make Lagos, your Lagos, our Lagos, a greater Lagos, was made manifest through our 6 pillars of development, which we call project teams, which was carefully formulated to tackle the problems identified in sectors that are strategic to the growth of our dear state. We remain committed and unshaking in our resolve to address traffic management and transportation.
On assumption of office, Governor Sanwo-Olu declared zero tolerance for potholes, got roads expanded and rehabilitated across the state. This led to the collapse of some major roundabouts in form of junction improvement and intense road construction projects across Lagos. Some of the critical highways and roads being constructed, rehabilitated and concluded include the Agege Pen Cinema flyover and adjoining roads, Ojota stretch of the Ikorodu Road, the Ijede Road, Itamaga to Ewe-Elepe, Phase 1 in Ikorodu Local Government, Lekki-Epe Expressway from Abraham Adesanya to Eleko Junction, and many other notable projects. With continuous investment in traffic management, one area of commuting that has remained in the spotlight of the Lagos State government is water transportation. As far as the Lagos State government is concerned, its intermodal transportation master plan is to explore the roads, water and rail as a strategic approach to improving traffic in the state. In February 2020, Governor Sanwo-Olu formally kicked off commercial water transportation with the official launch of 14 commercial ferries at Badore Ferry Terminal, Aja. The ferries can take up to 40 to 60 passengers. The 6 routes the boats have been plying include Ikorodu to Falomo, Ikorodu to Ebute Ero and Marina, Ebute Ero to Ijegun-Egba, Apapa and Marina, Bayeku to Okeranla and Falomo, Maltu to Marina and Badore to Ijede.
It is glaring that for Lagos to be functional
and to become a smart city that we all desire, there must be a diversification of the mode of transportation. There must be interconnectivity of rail, of road, and water transportation system to decongest our roads and to substantially reduce our traffic time and the journey time on the road. And of course, to promote a healthy environment through the reduction of carbon emissions.
With this renewed impetus, the water transportation narrative is already changing for good in Lagos State. On the 7th of September 2020, the Sanwo-Olu administration recorded a major milestone in its quest to deliver an effective and integrated intermodal transportation as Lagferry celebrated its 100,000th passenger at Ipakodo Terminal, Ikorodu, since the inauguration of new ferries. Yet, the Lagos State government has not been resting on its laurels as Lagferry deployed more boats and increased daily trips in order to provide a safe, fast and reliable alternative means of transportation. In June 2021, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu expanded the capacity of the Lagos State ferry services with the delivery of 7 additional high-capacity speedboats at the 5 Cowries terminal in Falomo, Ikoyi to shore up the agency's fleet for rapid transit on the waterways.
The impressive performance of Lagferry in the last 1 year is an indication of the growing confidence of our people in water transportation. It also justifies our decision to procure additional boats to enhance Lagferry's operation and capacity to meet the transportation demand of our teeming passengers.
To have a first-hand experience of the Lagos ferry services, Lagferry and the Lagos Waterways, Michael and I visited the 5 Cowries terminal. After about 7 minutes of waiting at the terminal lobby, we met the managing director and CEO of the agency, Abdubak Ladi Balogun.
Honorable Abdubak Ladi Balogun. Fine. Yeah, that's my producer, Jerry.
Okay, Jerry, how are you?
I'm fine, fine.
Are we ready to explore the waterways?
Exactly, that's why we are here.
We are here for a fantastic time.
Yeah,
Thank
good
you.
to explore. Wow, how's work? Waterways been? How has it been?
It's very, very exciting and also challenging.
All right, thank you. Okay, my producer's on. Yeah. All right, the safety jackets.
We're going to impress her. How come?
That one, you take it like this, right? Okay. Why is this one taking so?
Hello.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, that's the sanitizer. Okay, that's nice. Thank you. Okay, are we good to go?
Yeah, we are.
All right, let's go.
As we approached the boat, motor ferry Ebute, Mr. Ladi Balogun brought us up to speed with what the government has been doing in the area of channelization and dredging of ferry routes to accommodate bigger boats movement.
Talking about the jetties, we want to talk about the jetties,
Right now, we have
the
about
channelization.
50, we have about 50 jetty and terminal.
50 jetties.
15.
15 jetties
Yeah,
and terminals.
ongoing at the same time. Before the end of the year, Mr. Government is going to commission all of them for use.
Okay.
And apart from that, the Ministry of Waterfront Infrastructure Development,
Okay, here.
they're doing a lot of channelization.
Okay.
They are doing a lot of channelization to open up the waterway. Hitherto, there are places that we couldn't get to because of the shallowness of the water.
Yeah.
But because of the dredging activities and channelization, we are able to go there now. So,
Like, for instance, give me an instance.
Ojo.
Ojo.
Yeah, we couldn't go to Agbara before. You know, the Waterways side. We couldn't go there before. But because of the channelization, the waterway there has been opened up. And we are applying not only Lagferry, other private operators are also going there.
Okay, let's go in. All right,
After
thank
you.
you, thank you.
Thank you.
MF Ebute is a 17-passenger emergency rescue boat with modern features such as charging ports, mobile television, and Wi-Fi to make sailing a wonderful experience for commuters. Now the sailing begins. From Falomo, we are heading to Bariga with many stopovers. A view at the coastal environment and the sound of ripples formed on the water by the moving boat is one of the unique aspects of commuting on water.
Beating the rush hour is probably the hardest thing to do in Lagos. An estimated 6 million people commute every day, causing extreme congestion on the roads. Only few thousands use the waterways, despite the government's investment to it, and there is so much apathy. Honorable Adibalogo, I want to really know what is really causing this apathy, despite the state government investment on the waterways.
Thank you so much. I think the issue boils down to the issue of the safety. You know, prior to the investment of Lagos State government and the commitment of this particular administration to waterway transportation, we have had a couple of issues, safety issues, among the local boat operators and even the private operators. The Lagosian never had it so good with the strengthening of Lagos State ferry services and the services we have been rendering in the couple of months, about 2 years ago. What we have been able to demonstrate is to show the capacity that Lagos State can actually use the waterway to the maximum advantage. And that's what Lagos State Ferry Service has been able to demonstrate to the entire world. With the kind of infusion of resources that Mr. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu made to waterway transportation, it has increased the ridership of the local resident from 0.8%, where we met it. That's waterway contribution to the entire transportation matrix in Lagos State, to 2.5% as we are now. So thanks to Lagferry, thanks to Mr. Governor for strengthening Lagferry to deliver at this level. We know we can still do more because we are here together. The mandate says that we should take about 30% of the daily commuters off the road onto the waterway. You see, ironically, when you look at the road, you will see traffic, you see heavy congestion. Exactly. But you look at the waterway and you see no traffic. But people are not making use of it. So what we needed to do is a kind of paradigm shift for people to know that actually what I can do on the road, I can do more than that on the waterway.
You also introduced technology into the transportation, especially on the waterways, and of course the use of cowrie cards from the BRT to the boats and all of that, and to the rail when it's eventually operational. Now, and there was a time you also inaugurated an app. How has that helped?
We actually have to appeal to the sensibility of a lot of people. For instance, the techie savvy people, the upward mobile people, they use a lot of technology and they want comfortability. So you have to sell comfortability to them. You have to sell security to them. You have to sell safety to them. So from the comfort of their home or in their offices, they can use their phone or they use their laptop and they actually log into Lagferry, www.lagferry.gov.ng, and they actually do their booking. I'm going to so place to so place. And when they get to the jetty, all they need to do is just to activate the dummy ticket they have with them, and they have a ticket to come on board the boat.
Okay, welcome to Marina.
This is Marina Lagos, and this is Apapa Wharf.
Wow.
On the right hand is Marina Lagos, and this is Apapa Point. This Mekwen Bridge is one of the lowest bridges we have in the entire West Africa. So it makes commuting very difficult because it's of the heights.
Yeah, it cannot accommodate the bigger boats.
It cannot accommodate the bigger and the higher boats.
And there's nothing that can be done.
Unless to move it and take it off.
We are the newer headquarters in Lagos CNS Marina. What is the Lagos State government doing in terms of jetty, provision of jetty here? Is there any provision? Is there
We're collaborating with NIWA, and they've already approved for us a space to put our floating terminal dock for the safety of our boat and the safety of the passenger as well. We are currently operating from one of the space given to us, but it's not that conducive. So that's why we are going further to collaborate, a kind of handshake between the Lagos State government and federal government to move water transportation forward.
Our first stop was the Marina Boat Terminal, where we met with the area manager of the National Inland Waterways Authority.
This, and this. Yeah. It's okay.
This one even is floating too.
Yeah, that is a floating dock.
Yeah.
Can we go?
My cameraman, I Okay.
Welcome. Good afternoon. Honorable. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. You're welcome. Welcome to National Inland Waterways Authority. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
These are the crew on TVC.
Okay.
Yeah, they came to explore the waterways and what we are doing. You as regulator, we as operator.
Okay.
So they decided to make a stopover here to take some work from you.
Thank you so much. Meet my head of marine, Engineer Stanley Onua. So he's the one directly in charge of activities on the waterways.
She expressed satisfaction with the activities of Lagferry.
Yes. Lagferry happens to be one of our clients that is operators on our waterways. And since inception, they have made our job so easy. They've made our job very easy because all safety rules, all no overloading, no all this thing. I think because they are being controlled by Lagos State too, so they just made our job very easy. And since inception, I know they have not had any major incidents. Because prior to their coming, every time I look at my window and I saw all these boats, I feel sad. I feel bad that I'm a regulator here. But Sea Coach came in, Texas Connections, Tarzan, and them. And it makes our waterways attractive to commuters. So we are happy with them. They are registered with us. They pay all their dues as at when due.
Though the meeting was short, the message is encouraging.
We're moving to Ebute Ero.
Okay, we are moving to Ebute Ero now from
CMS.
CMS. Thank you. Yeah. And you get is here.
Some use steel, but we use fiber gas because we want it to be lighter on the water.
Oh,
you can go in now.
That's interesting.
Don't forget you have to hold this or
and this one.
Or this.
Anyone. Yeah.
We continued sailing, taking a glance at the beautiful coastal landscape and all the activities along the creek. It's really an exciting experience. In Lagos, we work hard and we enjoy hard.
Selfie time.
Here, the sea is deeper and the waves stronger. The seaside also caught my fancy. Ebute Ero jetty was our next port of call. It's a major commercial hub where buying, selling, transportation of goods to Ikorodu, Badagry, Ekpe, Takwabe, and others take place.
Ebute Ero jetty is the second oldest jetty after Mile 2 terminal in Lagos State, constructed by the first civilian governor of Lagos State, the late Alhaji Lateef Jakonde, in 1982. It is a major transportation hub for waterways users, connecting to every other part of Lagos State.
Here there are Lagferry boats, private boats, and local boats called Badi and local cargoes.
Right behind me is the new upgraded Ebute Ero terminal, or being upgraded from a jetty to a terminal, because the support infrastructure here is going to create room for the inflows of the passengers that we are experiencing here on a daily basis. And because of the commercial activities Lagos Island is known for, particularly the Ebute Ero and Elegbata markets here. So we've seen a lot of people coming from all parts of the state, coming to do their commercial businesses here. And because of that, when they are going back to their ferry destination, they usually go by the water transport. So this jetty has become smaller for the activities taking place at Ebute Ero. And that's why Mr. Governor decided that we need to upgrade it, a particular jetty, built in 1981, to a modern terminal. And that's why we're having all this supporting infrastructure that are coming in place now. And before the end of the year, this particular jetty will be commissioned by Mr. Governor.
Some Waterways commuters shared their Lagferry experiences with us.
Okay, experience tí mo ní nípa Lagferry ni wípé tí ìsàfí máa ń wọ̀ ni pé ó dọ̀bù tó bá pọ̀ lórí òkè. A dẹ̀ kọ́ ọmọ sílé, a máa wò pé báwo la ṣe máa mix up pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ tá ti filẹ̀ látàárọ̀. A wò pé kí ló lè help wa. A máa ń wọ̀, tá bá dẹ̀ ń wà dẹ̀ máa rí pé ó máa ń yá wa, ó máa ń ràn wá lọ́wọ́ pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ tí a fi sí àwọn nǹkan tá a fi sílẹ̀ lé. So wọ́n dẹ̀ kí ń gbé wa sáré jù, wọ́n máa ń ṣe normal, ó máa ń wà òkè, ó máa ń fi wá lọ́kàn balẹ̀ láti wọ Lagferry. Nǹkan tí mo kàn rí ń bẹ̀ nìyẹn.
It's very good, especially this boat. It's very comfortable, very reliable, unlike the other small buses. So the other small boats rather.
I've been moving since they started this boat. I've been entering it. So now the ferry is very good, very comfortable. We are very comfortable inside the ferry. But we need more now. Yes, we need more of the boat.
Shall we?
Yeah.
PAO.
From Ebute Ero jetty, the sailing continued to the final destination, Bariga Jetty, via the Eco Bridge, Kata Bridge, and underneath the third mainland bridge.
All right. Thank God. We are finally at the Bariga waterfront jetty.
Yeah.
And this is a floating dock.
A floating dock, yeah.
Okay, floating dock terminal. That's interesting.
Yeah, I get the terminology.
Yes, I know the terminologies, of course. All right. So it's functional, isn't it?
Yeah, very functional.
With the current level of investment in water transportation, Lagos no doubt stands to experience appreciable surge in socio-economic activities now and in the future. Expansion of trading activities to the Lekki Free Trade Zone will be easier by water from international waterways to local inland waterways. Intercoastal trade will also be easier, such that traders will be able to move their commodities via ships and other water transport modes. The menace of tankers and heavy-duty trucks on the roads would also be drastically reduced.
It's been a long journey.
We've
had, but we had fun.
Waterfront jetty.
Okay.
This on the eastern side of Lagos is actually situated at the tail end of the Tomiland Bridge.
Yeah.
So everybody that wanted to make use of this jetty going to the island can actually come in. They have a massive car park facility here where they can park their car, then take a ride on the boat.
No doubt that the Lagos State government has continued to employ a strategic approach to easing traffic congestion in Lagos through its intermodal transportation system. And the Lagferry is playing a critical role. Thousands of Lagosians make use of the waterways daily, connecting the island and, of course, to the mainland. And that does it on this edition of Inside Lagos. Many thanks for being a part of it. I'm Adedoja Salam Adeniyi, and many thanks to Honorable Baki for having us today.
You've been able to explore the Lagos State Waterways.
Yes,
I know it's a
and we
fantastic
enjoyed
experience
it.
for you.
All right,
For
thank
us,
you.
we keep sailing and smiling.
All right. See you next time.
Bye.
And bye-bye.